the Most Improved Player award is not one that gets the same spotlight as awards like the MVP or the Defensive Player of the Year. However, with the season quickly approaching, I decided to throw out my opinion on who I believe will win this award. And in my opinion, Michael Porter Jr. is the clear runaway candidate to win Most Improved Player. Let me tell you why, alright? First of all, we got to talk about Jamal Murray, because Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets is going to be hurt for most of this upcoming season, if not all. And I'm going to just throw this out there right now. I really won't be surprised if Jamal Murray doesn't play a single game next season, including the playoffs. He had a very serious injury, the Nuggets are a very young team who are not in a hurry, and the Brooklyn Nets exist, which further sets back most teams in the league. The Nuggets are not stupid, and if Jamal Murray doesn't seem like he is at 110% whenever he decides to come back, they're not going to make him come back sooner than he needs to. There is absolutely no reason for this team to rush. They currently have a fantastic young core of Jokic, Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and Aaron Gordon. And the oldest of those guys happens to be Aaron Gordon, who is only 26 years old at the moment. Why on earth would they rush Jamal Murray back just to get beaten by the presumably, and this is presumably by everyone else, I don't think they're going to be, but presuming the Brooklyn Nets are actually healthy, yeah, they're probably going to be in the finals, they're probably going to win the title. Why would the Nuggets rush? They have no reason to. Their team is stacked for the future. They have the rest of this decade, no reason to rush Jamal Murray back. However, in his absence, this leaves a very large hole in the offense, one that Michael Porter Jr. stepped into nicely, to say the least, in the last season. While Michael Porter Jr.'s overall stats for 2021, his sophomore season, were 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist, along with a steal and a block, and he put up these numbers on 54, 46, 79 shooting splits. However, since Jamal Murray went out, Michael Porter Jr. went out and put up the freaking insane second-year numbers of 27 points on 56, 49, 84 shooting splits. Those are not just all-star numbers, all NBA numbers. They're absolutely incredible. Some of the best scoring numbers in the entire NBA. Now, obviously, we all know what happened in the playoffs. The Suns' defense clamped in on him. They locked him down. He didn't play too well in that series. But the Suns are a very good defense, and it was the kid's first ever real playoff series with a big role, okay? He was not contributing much in his rookie season in the playoffs. So, yeah, this was the first time he was really getting keyed in by the defense. He's going to live and learn. That's just how it is for these players, alright? But, 27 points on amazing efficiency is 27 points on amazing efficiency, even if it is only in the regular season. And I don't see a reason that Michael Porter Jr. can't put up very similar numbers in this upcoming season. Because while those numbers were better than his normal averages, they weren't astronomically better. He was shooting incredibly well from 3 on a whole lot of attempts. Alright, he was shooting very well at the rim. That's really, his offense is the main thing. He needs to work on his defense, and that could play a factor in this award. But the kid's young, he's athletic, he needs to improve both defensively in terms of IQ and in effort, but I could absolutely see him doing it if he's also getting more opportunity on offense. Some players just play better defense when they're getting to play more offense. It doesn't make sense. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, this guy won't play defense because, he's doing too much work on offense. But some guys are the opposite. I don't know which type of guy Michael Porter Jr. is, but maybe he's the type of dude who, when he's getting all these touches, he really feels the energy on defense. I don't know. We're gonna see. That's a just something I'm randomly throwing out there. I really have no clue what his defense is gonna look like next season. But hopefully he improves. Hopefully with the ball in his hands more, he improves as a playmaker a little bit, because right now he is not great, to say the least. He's atrocious. He's a terrible playmaker. But always room for improvement. Bigger offensive role, maybe he'll become a better passer. He's certainly going to be seeing some double teams, I can guarantee you that. With how well this guy is shooting at his size, oh man. It's going to be crazy how much he gets doubled on the perimeter, assuming he keeps up this astronomically good three-point shooting. And Nikola Jokic needs somebody to pass to. Look, Will Barton, Aaron Gordon, who are some of the other guys on this team? Like Gary Harris? Is Gary Harris still on this team? I'm not sure. I know Will Barton's still there. Aaron Gordon's there. Monte Morris. That's the other guy. Facundo Campazzo. If you're a fan of him, I'm sorry if I just butchered his name. There are other guys on this team to pass to, for sure. This is going to be an amazing offensive team. But Michael Porter Jr. could be what puts them over the edge. And if he didn't have enough incentive already, the new extension he just got that everyone was talking about a few weeks ago is for $207 million. If he makes an All-NBA team this season. If he does not, he only makes $172 million. And, for some guys it's winning. For some guys, like I was saying, it's offensive touches, and some guys just have that natural drive. But if there is one thing that drives NBA players more than anything else, it is that sweet, sweet money. The knowledge that he could potentially make $40 million more by making an All-NBA team is probably going to be a pretty damn big shot in the ass for Michael Porter Jr. to play some hard defense and to work his butt off all season long to be as good as humanly possible. Do I think he's going to make an All-NBA team? No. Frankly, I don't. As absolutely good as this dude is, the NBA teams are generally around the top 15 players in the league, and I don't see a way Michael Porter Jr. jumps that much. But could he be an all-star? 100%. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say he will be an all-star because the Nuggets are going to be good. Nikola Jokic makes his teammates incredible because he's so good and he's such a good playmaker. And yeah, I think he's going to win the most improved player. Now, I'm going to throw out the one other guy who I really think has... I can't talk good. Oh my god. English is my first language, I swear. I'm just really bad at speaking it right now. Anyway, another guy who I think has a shot at the award is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But the thing is, I really think if the Thunder start playing well, if he starts going off, because I could see a world where this kid's putting up like 25 and 8 next season. He's amazing on really good efficiency. He could absolutely be an all-star. I think he will be an all-star caliber player for sure. But if the Thunder start playing too well next season, I think there's a very good chance that Shai just happens to come down with a mysterious injury that keeps him out of games because this team's trying to lose. And that really sucks as someone who's a fan of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I love watching him play. The kid's an absolute beast. But that's just how it is. The Thunder are tanking right now. They are not trying to give this kid the opportunity to carry them to the playoffs, as awesome as it would be. So, the door's really open for Michael Porter Jr. Now, I haven't thought about this award like a massive amount. It's very possible I'm missing someone super obvious who, maybe could win the award instead. Personally, I would love a world where Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey are in the conversation, although I really do doubt either of them would actually win the award, especially over Michael Porter Jr. Anyway, that's the video I wanted to throw out here. Michael Porter Jr. is a beast. I like the Denver Nuggets. They're going to be very good next season. And Jamal Murray, I really hope he heals all the way, he gets healthy. I'm willing to wait a year as someone who is a partial Nuggets fan. Obviously, I like the Sixers more, but I like the Nuggets too. Someone who's a partial fan of the Nuggets, get that man healthy because this young core is going to be dominating the NBA for the rest of this decade, assuming he comes back healthy. Can't wait to see it. Thank you all for watching.